Alright, hello everybody. Henry and Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and we're going to be playing some Reflex today. And after countless problems, Jeremy...
Hey, come on. I didn't think 200 bitrate was going to be the issue here.
Anyway, after countless problems, we're going to be doing a little bit of moding on some Supercross. Probably talk about a bunch of nothing, but you can just join us and watch anyway, because that's what watching video games on YouTube is all about. So whenever Henry decides he wants to start it.
Yeah, you want me to start it now?
Yeah, whenever.
Alright. Here we go.
Kingston round 1. Dude, I am so rusty.
Yeah. I don't play a bunch of Reflex anymore, but...
What the fuck? My fraps dropped.
Your fraps is...
Anyway, I got it back going again.
Oh, okay. This used to be my favorite track, man. When this game was big, this was my favorite track to play.
Yeah, I like this track a lot, but I am having a terrible time at flowing right now. So, Hinders, are you excited? This is our first group play.
Yeah, man, I've been looking forward to it for quite a while, actually. I know you've released quite a few videos already, but no, I'm excited for these group plays. I think they're going to be a lot of fun.
I think so too. Although so far it's been constant frustration trying to get everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, we probably should have tested out our stuff to make sure everything worked beforehand, but I mean, as time goes on, I think we'll work out the kinks and everything will be fine.
Yeah. So for those of you watching, today is the EMF MX Simulator race, and I told Hanners last night that I kind of wanted to race it, and that if he wanted to race it too, that we should probably get our gameplay stuff out in the morning. And so we woke up early just to do this, and we are almost running into EMF time at this point, so it's going to be really close.
We can blame it on me. It's okay.
Dude, you are just...
Kellen, you're falling behind a little bit, man.
I know. I'm just all over the track. That's the problem. All right, so I know, Hinders, that you wanted to have like a set thing that we like talked about in these videos. So I've been thinking for the past couple days of like some questions that would be decent topics to talk about.
Okay.
And so we could like I'll ask you the question and like you answer it, and then I give what I would answer, and then we could kind of discuss and just go from there. So at least we have something that we're talking about the whole time, and we're not just sitting here like playing with our dicks and not doing anything.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea, maybe, depending on the questions.
Because you said like, oh, well, we should talk about this today, and it's like, well, I don't know if I want to have a set topic. We should just like go for it, wing it, talk about anything. But I do agree that like having kind of a game plan for it's not a bad idea either.
Yeah, I mean, we can obviously talk about whatever.
Yeah.
We'll work out the kinks here. Hold on, I'm gonna turn down my game volume just a little bit more. I feel like it's all right. Yeah.
That's all right. My game volume's probably ripping, so I can always edit it later.
I was having a little bit hard time hearing you, so I wanted to lower my volume just a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I dropped frames from fraps earlier just because I exited the game and totally forgot to start recording the game again.
Oh, okay.
So when I do the audio intro, I'm probably just going to have your footage playing, but, whatever.
Well, I mean, you usually want to have the better person's gameplay going.
Yeah. All right, so some questions, because we're on lap 3 of 5. We're going to do a couple 5-lap races. There's one big question that I want to ask, and I think it would be a good talking point for the whole of this group play.
All right, let's hear it then.
All right, so Ryan Villapoto, obviously, just decided to up and retire from Supercross. I don't know if you knew this, but he actually announced his retirement from Supercross.
Yeah, I heard some about that.
Yeah, so, he just up and decided to go to GPs and whatever. So the interesting question that I have for you, and I'm like directly posing it to you, is if you could have like Ryan Villapoto's talent, like every little bit of his talent, be as fast as him, be on the same team as him, whatever, and you only had that talent for one like race series, not like a whole season, not like you're starting in 2015 and you race all of 2015 whatever you want and you're as fast as Villapoto. It's just one series. So like you choose to race Supercross, you choose to race Nationals, or you choose to race GPs, right?
Okay.
And factoring like all that stuff in, and you have his talent for one series, but as soon as you're hurt, you're done. Like it's not like you keep the talent and it carries over to anything. You choose it for one series, his talent, and if you get hurt, whatever, if you keep going, whatever, it doesn't matter, but you have his talent for one series. What series do you choose to race?
Oh, wow. That's a tough question because, being over in the United States and running those series, the Supercross and the National Series, I mean, those guys are the best of the best. Like, everybody wants to come here and race. But if you race the GPs, I feel like it's better exposure for the United States riders for everybody else in the world. Because a lot of the foreigners follow the GP series, and they do follow the AMA Supercross and Nationals. But I feel like the GP series is a little bit more followed over there. So it's a tough question. I mean, I know a lot of people know who Villapoto is, and I mean, one of the best Supercross racers of all time, but I think I'd have to go with the AMA Motocross Series.
AMA Motocross Series?
Yep.
And like, but why though? Like, why would you choose it?
Well, it may be a little bit biased because I like Nationals more than Supercross, but I just feel like Nationals is a little bit more physically demanding and a lot more grueling than the Supercross series. Yeah, Supercross is the longer series, but the races aren't as long.
Yeah.
But then you gotta think, well, the GP series is longer than the motocross series, but I just feel like everybody wants to come to the United States and race.
Right.
So that's why I think I'd have to go with AMA Motocross.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I looked at it like simpler, I guess, because the way I looked at it is like if you have his talent for one season, whatever it is, like I would look at it as like taking advantage of the other things that are around you, because like if you're Ryan Villapoto and you have his talent, not only do you get to do things on a motorcycle that almost nobody else can, but you get to do like a lot of things in your personal life that nobody can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And so like the reason why I think like it's cool that he's doing GPs and why my answer to this would be to do GPs is because like you get basically like 6 or so months to travel the world, regardless of your talent or whatever. Like you're just on a team and you're one of the fastest riders in the world and you get to travel the world, like period. Like I don't know, like it's just something that's interesting to me, and I think that's a kind of an underlying reason why he wanted to go anyway, is because he gets that kind of cool experience that for us, like in America, like it's just not normal to like travel to different countries, whereas like Europe, different countries are like different states to us, like they're just like right next door.
Yeah, I mean, I never really thought about it like that, so I see where you're coming from. I mean, I can't say that's not a cool thing to do, to just travel and do what you love to do. So I see where you're coming from, where you'd wanna, where you would want to run the GP series.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just like it all boils down to like where do you feel like you're going to get the most exposure? Because if you're looking at it long term, like if you have his talent for 1 year, and then as soon as you're done with that talent, you go back to being Jeremy Hinters, which is, it's not, like fast.
You can say it. You can say
it. But, like it's not like you're going to come out next year and still like kind of possess some sort of skill. Like you're not even going to make the night show. So.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from on that.
But, yeah, I don't know. Like the reason that I thought it was kind of an interesting question is because like if you just think about it from like where he is in his career, like if he's going to retire soon, if he just wants to do like one thing and one thing only, what would that one thing be? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I mean, like you said, he already announced his Supercross retirement, so I don't know how much longer he's going to be doing what he does. I mean, I know he doesn't necessarily enjoy doing what he does every day, but I think he'll stick around the scene for a little while.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I read an interview that he did on Transworld Motocross where he was saying like the workload in the United States is just too much. Like there's just too much racing, too much this, that, and the other thing within a 10-month time span, and then you get almost no off season.
Well, right, because as soon as Nationals is over, you got to start testing for Supercross, and as soon as Supercross is over, you get 2 weeks in between the start of Nationals.
Right, and for like a guy like him, as soon as Nationals are over, like you're usually kind of not required, but they expect you to race nations, and then obviously in his shoes, they make him pretty much run Monster Cup because it's his title sponsor.
Yeah.
So like he's got all this other stuff that he needs to do anyway.
Right.
So it's really like he doesn't get an off season.
Yeah, hold on just 1 second. I was messing with my sounds again. But right, yeah, because I mean, even in the so-called off-season, there's still races going on, whether it be the Monster Cup or, some guys even go over to Europe and do Bercy to get ready for Supercross. So it's not really like people. I mean, at the most, they get like maybe a week or two off just to relax and kind of, recuperate a little bit. But it is a year-round sport, I guess you could say.
Yeah. I don't know. Interesting question. I just kind of figured it'd be a good talking point to be discussing since he's kind of the hot topic lately.
Yeah, no, definitely a very good question.
And I know he's like your fave and stuff sometimes, so
I'm a big Villapoto fan.
Yeah. Is he your favorite, or do you have like
Yeah.
another guy that you just...
Well, now that he's not racing Supercross this year, I mean, obviously he's still going to be one of my favorite riders. But I've also always really liked Trey Kennard. I think he's just a good guy. I don't think you can hate him. He's just fun. He's nice. He's He's kind of like a Kevin Windham. I don't think anybody could hate Kevin Windham either.
Yeah.
Like, it's just something about him that, like, he's so well respected that you can't hate him. So,
Right.
I mean, I'm looking for Trey to do some big things this year in the Supercross series. I think he deserves it.
God, you are just smoking me right now. I'm riding like awful. When was the last time you even played Reflex?
Like a week ago, but about a week ago. No, it wasn't. It was only for like a couple of races, but I feel like this game's kind of like Sim, where once you got it, you never really lose it.
I guess, but like I don't know. I was pretty good at it.
Back in the day, dude, I was so fast at this game on 360.
Oh yeah.
Some of the people watching this video might remember me from MXOT even.
Whoa. Easy.
I said some, not all. But no, I was pretty well known on that website. Auto reactions was my alias back then.
Auto reactions?
Yep.
How did automatic come about then?
That's actually a good question. I was kind of sick of auto reactions, and the only reason I made auto reactions was like for a little clan that me and my buddies like put together. It was the reactions clan. We all had different whatever reactions or whatever.
In like Call of Duty, you mean?
Yeah, so like one of us was like final reactions, one of us was auto, that was me. Just like random words before reactions that would fit because reactions is kind of long, so there wasn't too many words that would fit before that.
Right.
But yeah, we kind of stopped playing. A few of us stopped playing or whatever, and then I started playing Reflex more and like kind of stopped talking to my real life friends on Xbox. And then I don't know, I was just bored one day and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to change my name. I wanted to keep auto because of like that's what I started with.
Yeah.
So I wanted to keep something with auto, and I came to the conclusion to do automatic. But when I was making it, I felt like the lowercase k at the end looked better than a lowercase c, so that's why it was misspelled.
Okay. Yeah, it's a cool nickname.
And then, obviously coming over to Sim, everybody was calling me Henners because that's my last name, and we went by first and last names after the 2012 season.
I'm pretty sure my mic is picking all this up right now. Not you talking, but my coffee pot just started sizzling or something like that, and it's going like and my mic is starting to like rumble.
That's pretty funny.
All right, we're going to finish up this 5-lapper and then take a break, and then I guess you'll see episode 2 next week, but we're going to keep going because we're trying to knock some video content out for y'all.
Yep.
And I am just sucking. How am I so bad at this game? Please.
Your name's Sorry52.
Yeah, well, in this game, it's Verb Kellen. So.
That is true. Mine's actually automatic in this game still.
Ooh. Well, you can change your Steam name, can't you? Didn't you change? Would you change yours?
I haven't changed it, no.
So you started with automatic?
Yeah. Well, I had automatic forever, man. I've had it for like 4 or 5 years at least.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess this is going to bring an end to part 1 of our 2-part group play in Reflex. So let's go ahead and move on to the second part, Henners, all right?
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's stop.